this is Griffith. I'm heading back from Dr. Hal's, and let me tell you, Baxter and Bailey were 100% right. The shit's about to hit the fan. Over?
What's happening, YouTube? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405. I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. Now, there is a lot of news. Other than the big story for the gaming streets, really talking about the PlayStation 4 games going to PS Now, it's other big news regarding the Scorpio. And, you know, I want to kind of touch on a little bit of that first. And I will say this, there was some, you know, we just had GDC not too long ago, and there were some reliable people that I know that's been out there. And, you know, these people are not fanboys or girls at any stretch of the mean. And what it is that they never really grasped the whole thing about the media. And, you know, we hear a lot of, you know, to some of them, they thought that it was just like a talking point for the Xbox brethren, just basically talk about, you know, to damage control the fact that, you know, Xbox is not doing as well as the PlayStation 4. But then they came back and they talked very positive about what was going on at GDC regarding the you know, Xbox. They said Xbox has a lot of good stuff down, like they talked really well about other games, you know, that was available too. That wasn't you know, just third party, you know, some PlayStation games as well, but it was mostly a love fest for Xbox. And these people were coming back expecting to hear, you know, for us to hear the news, but as you notice, there really wasn't. It was really quiet this year when it came down to GDC. And they came back to me and they came back and they said, hey, look, you know what? There is something to it. The media does not want Microsoft to have any type of positive momentum. And that's difficult to think about, right? I mean, the media itself is supposed to want to just give you the information, good, bad, happy, or sad. It's just supposed to give you the information. If people want to write blogs and they want to do their own things, have their little podcasts, and if they want to show their fanboyism, that's fine. But as the media is supposed to address the public, the gaming public, they should just let it all out and just let the people decide. But obviously, there's a lot of people on the take, and I think that these people that are, you know, these people that are developers and they don't see outside of what's going on. They actually are seeing what's happening with this whole gaming fanboyism type of garbage, and it's sad because it's inside the media. So I just wanted to address that point. Now let's get on to what the things I want to talk about now. Look, it's just time for people to eat crow. I mean, I said this. There's been a lot of other YouTubers that were saying that the PlayStation games were going to PlayStation Pro. The way that they were saying that the PlayStation Now was going to the PC, it only made sense. You know, if you had all those older games that was on the PlayStation 3, these people can play a lot of these games already on the PC. So it only benefits them to put out PlayStation 4 games. That was one of my, you know, that was one of the things that made sense to me. You know, was that, look, I mean, you already have PlayStation 4 games already on the PC being sold. And the excuse that these fanboys and girls would make was that these were third party. Well, then I brought up the thing about Death Stranding, which was the Kojima game with the dead babies and man ass. That was already been said from Kojima himself that game was going to go to the PC. Well, that was a first party title. Well, then that was the other excuse. Well, it's first party. Well, that's a first party. Well, it's too far down the line. Okay, well, now we have this. And then you hear these radicals going crazy and bringing up the most lamest orangutan off the wall type of shit. Well, it's a service and it's not a physical game, or you don't own it, so therefore it's not an exclusive on. I mean, you know, they haven't. PC has not gained control of the PlayStation 4. Look, I don't even want to try to think the logic that they try to think. It's dumb. Look, regardless of how you like it or how you don't, you have to eat the crow. You got that big ass bird on your plate. If you don't like the feathers, pick them off, but you got to eat it. You know, that's about, you know, everybody's human and people make mistakes. And a lot of people made theories that it wasn't going to happen. Well, it did. So now you just got to own it. Don't try to weasel your way out of it. That's why I say people need to really evaluate some of these people and check and see if, you know, where else have they led you guys astray by just making shit up, and then as they go, and then when it doesn't come out to be true, then they change the narrative, move the goalpost. You know, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Just take your L, just move on with it. You was wrong. And that's all I say, because, you know, I supported it, and I made videos saying that, look, I think it's a good move for Sony because they need the revenue. You know, it's a good thing for the UWP. I was getting, you know, talking about how the UWP was bad, and now everybody is jumping on board and starting to see the benefits of this. Now, look at this game right here. This is, I know it looks like Assassin's Creed because I got dude in an outfit, but this is Prince of Persia, old Prince of Persia. I think it's the second one, I believe. It Sands of Time. I can't remember. There's so many of them. And, you know, it's an older game. But look how good it is, because look how good it looks. I'm playing it on the PC. I was playing it on the PC. I just recorded the gameplay of it. And this is what makes me play on the PC, is maybe go back and play the older games. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because what the Scorpio will be able to do is make your games look like this, maybe even 10 times better. Because my PC is no slouch, but my PC is not nowhere near comparable of what the Scorpio is going to be. That's a benefit. That's something that should resonate with a lot of people, right? And not only that, the Scorpio, because we've heard some really good news, like this thing is really high tech. Like it doesn't even have a power brick inside like the Xbox One S. It doesn't have anything outside. It's some kind of crazy thingamajig that's in there. Look, I'm not a tech guy, like I said, but the shit doesn't have it. It has something else, and it's high tech. It's like on the next level type of shit, right? So that's dope. Then you find out that it's going to have like a game share feature where it's going to just show your games in 4K when you shoot them out, like share play for like the PlayStation. That has been one of the best features on PlayStation, no doubt about it. You gotta go buy milk, cookies, you know what I'm saying, give a blood sample, do everything just to show your gameplay or a clip on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever. Here it's going to be simple. It's going to be plain, just like how PlayStation does theirs, and it's awesome. It's awesome, and it's going to be native 4K, Jack. Everything with this Scorpio is going to be native 4K. That's ridiculous. Now, the one thing about the Scorpio is that everybody is concerned about the price. That's why I say it needs to have different SKUs. It should have a premium price of getting up there. I don't even care if it has a premium price of going to $600. Have a lower price that's $399. Take the L. Let the people know what you're giving them. Show that you want to treat the customer instead of mistreat the customer. PlayStation has been doing this to their fan base for a long time. They give these guys a bone. They gave them Horizon Zero Dawn, Nioh, and a couple other games. You go back to last year, you got what is that, Uncharted 4. You got other games. And see, this is the funny thing about it, because, you know, PlayStation fans give all the hype for these games all year long, and then people go in there, so some people, they'll go out there and buy them, and now, like all the hype just recently for Nioh, now you're hearing people not liking it. You're starting to see Nioh in game shelves. And I'm not trying to say that Nioh is a bad game, because for what I played, the little bit that I played, it was cool, and I'm going to get back on it and play it because I liked what I played. But it's just that hype factor that's been going on for this whole generation for the PlayStation and a lot of their games, and then when people actually get to look at it, they don't really like all the games of the PlayStation. This isn't the golden era. It's not. And when you go and do a comparison, you know that the Xbox is just a better brand. I mean, let me just break this down. Okay, we got the Scorpio, you got the One S, you got the Xbox One Fat, right? The Scorpio is going to do native 4K compared to the PlayStation Pro that's only going to do a Jimmy rig for 4K. You know, that's a waste of money to me. You know what I'm saying? They should have just waited. Then you have Game Pass, which is new for Xbox. It's just like an EA Access service, which was another fail by Sony. to not get that service, but they have PlayStation Now, and now we're going to see what's going to happen with, having PlayStation 4 games going to the PC, and it's basically going to be, playing on Windows 10. Microsoft is still going to be making some cash on that. Maybe a little bit. I mean, not, it's a service for Sony, but it's still going to be on Windows 10. You have Games for Gold against PSN, which, the majority of people will definitely go with Games for Gold. You have the 4K Blu-ray player that's on the Xbox One S and it's going to be on the Scorpio, compared to the 1080p Blu-ray player, and on the Pro you don't even have one. I mean, that's crazy. Then last but not least, you have the backwards capability. And like I said, man, you get to play these older games on a system that's going to look like it's going to be as powerful as it is. It's going to blow people away. I'd like to hear your thoughts about everything. Everybody have a good one. Peace.
My kick game so Dwayne, all that's missing is the flip ups and the fade. I got Whitley's for days. Kanishiwa, it's not a game, no. Riches in the bitches, what I came for. Then I switched my angle. Was unchained like I'm the Django. Now that shit dangle to my